there's a lot of things that you can look for on your Buffalo nickels that can make them valuable. So we're going to start off with the 1930 Buffalo nickel. Let's hop in it and check out these coin prices. Alright, so starting off first, the first thing you want to look for is doubling on the front of the coin. So a DDO, a double die obverse. So you want to look for doubling that is seen on the Indian's eyes and nose, as well as on the date 1930 itself. So here is some examples of that on the eye and the nose. And then we also see that on the feathers as well. And then on the 1930 S mint mark, we actually see that there on the word Liberty. Very, very visible doubling here on this lettering. So always be on the lookout for that. Here is the doubling on the 1930 S date, 1930. So always be on the lookout for that. And by the way, that little F down there underneath the date, that is not a mint mark. The mint mark is always going to be on the back of these coins. If we zoom in here at the bottom of this coin, you will see the S mint mark. So look for a D or S mint mark. And of course, there are no mint marks as well. So the mint mark is going to be right underneath the word 5 cents. So here is an example of that double die obverse. You got doubling on the front of the coin. This coin's only graded at an extra fine 45, so it's not a mint state grade, but it's not too bad. The coin sold for around $95, so not too bad for that coin. Had it been in much better condition, it would have sold for a lot more money. Now you also want to look for doubling on the back of the coin, the reverse of the coin. So look for that on the bison's left foreleg. That is doubled there. So there is some examples of that doubling taking place there. Now if we look at this coin here, this first coin only sold for around $235. Now you see the condition of it. The coin's graded at a very fine 30. Probably looks similar to maybe some of the Buffalo nickels you have in your coin collection, condition wise. So like I said, a $235 coin. But if we look at the same exact coin, 1930 with the double die reverse, however, this is graded at a mint state 66. This is a very, very high grade. This coin sold for over $6,000. So we go from a $200 coin to a $6,000 coin because of the grade of the coin. They both have that doubling, so always be on the lookout for that, because even in, you see here, this coin not being in the best condition, still sold for over 200 bucks. So definitely worth looking for on your Buffalo nickels. Now we also have what is called two feathers. So if we look at this image here, you can see that there's 3 feathers. I'll put an arrow there. Bam, bam, and bam. So those are 3 feathers. Now what you want to look for is 2 feathers. So here's an example of that. It's missing the 3rd feather there. It's because of basically the polishing of the die to remove clash marks. So I'm not going to get too deep into that, but basically look for the 2 feathers because they do put them on the coin slabs. Here is a 1930 S with 2 feathers, as you see here on the coin slab from PCGS. It is graded only at a very fine 20, so it's got, you know, pretty low grade. It's not a mint state grade or anything like that. But this coin did sell for over $240. So not too bad. S mint mark, 2 feathers. Always be on the lookout for that. Now for the 1930 no mint mark, this coin is solely valuable because of its high grade of a mint state 67. So that's what gives this coin value. This coin sold for over $7,000. You know, there's probably not many of them out there at this grade. So that's what's going to give it a lot of value. $7,000 nickel. Now an even more expensive nickel, this is a 1930 S mint mark. Now this one doesn't have any types of errors either, but it's got that high grade of a mint state 67, and because of that, this nickel sold for over $30,000. $30,000, man, that has got some amazing toning to that coin there. Also on the 1930 S, you want to look for a repunched mint mark. So with your USB coin microscope, you can see this S mint mark. And here's another example of that RPM, that repunched mint mark as well. Now here is that coin with the repunched mint mark, and it's graded at an extra fine 40, and this coin sold for over $150. Like I always say, it would sell for a little more had it been a higher grade. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me, and until tomorrow, I'll see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.